What is feminism? Well, the dictionary definition is the advocacy of women's rights on the basis of equality of the sexes. Now, when you read that definition, there's a couple parts that stand out. The advocacy of women's rights. That's important to the definition, but primarily the basis of equality of the sexes is what a lot of people in the modern day they put a stress on. I don't know much about the feminist movements going on, but I do constantly see a lot of social media posts in which people who claim to be feminists are saying a lot of stupid things. And then I just wanted to make a video about this debauchery. What does it mean on the basis of equal rights? I mean, on the basis of equality of sexes. To me, that is the most absurd and strange thing in the world. Of course, there's things that both sexes can do, both genders can do. Male and female, if we were going to create a Venn diagram, there would be a lot that fits into the both category, and then there would be some outliers in the specific to this gender. A lot of the time you can argue that one gender does something better than the other, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the other gender is completely incapable of doing what the other is doing. Personally, I don't like the idea of saying we're going to create equality amongst the sexes because it provides a very disingenuous or insincere outlook for these people to live by. Like, a lot of feminists are under the impression that there's a patriarchy that's oppressing them and that they need to fight to get equality, as if it's fucking 1920 and they still don't have a lot of rights. But in today's day and age, there's a big focus on misogyny and oppression. Everyone wants to be a victim, but it's just pretty irrelevant. I would say that in today's time, there's not actually many places where women's rights are being taken away or challenged. You could, of course, think of some things like Roe v. Wade, but literally that's like the only thing I can think of. It's also quite strange because that's a topic that you really can't say is only based on women. It's kind of course, the woman carries the baby, but she can't carry a baby without a man. I don't even want to talk about that though, because then it's going to distract like the whole video from its main points. You hear a lot about double standards, and you hear a lot of input that negatively weighs things against a woman, but the same can be said for men. It's so weird how we don't have men's movements, we don't have men's rights advocates. It's like, if we started that, they would literally call us like every insult in the book, say we're fucking ridiculous and we're being outrageous. Like, I'm just gonna go down and give you a couple of examples of where men are put at a disadvantage and women get the easy end of the deal. For one, we always bring up war. The men have to stay and fight while the females literally just get to fucking go live. They literally get to go live. Here's another one that women don't think about. All the time right now, you see females talking about sexual assault, rape, talking about being victims of the the patriarchy's rape culture. Okay, if that's that important, then if women get equal rights as men, no one's going to care about their sexual assaults and their grapes. Once you guys achieve your equal rights, if you didn't realize, men are even more uncomfortable coming out about that type of stuff than women. They do it a lot less. And then not only that, once you do, if you're a man, you're going to be met with the classic nobody cares. And then if a female becomes a man and she gets treated as a male gets treated, whenever you get sexually assaulted as a female, don't expect anyone to care. That's just how it goes for men, and if you want equal rights, then you will have to also take the lefts. Listen, there's a lot of talk about earnings, female earnings going up. That's cool and all, good for the ladies, but you're gonna have to start providing for yourself. No one's going to be there for you. You won't be able to sit around and get what you want anymore. You're gonna have to work for every little morsel, every little scrap. There's no more trophy attitude, participation mentality. You females gotta go get it now. No more sitting around and your man giving you $20,000 a month just for you to sit around at home all day. Nope. So a lot of you social media females, the influencers who just take a couple pictures and get some bread off of that. Nope. All the OnlyFans girls who are making thousands a month off selling pictures of themselves. Nope, that's not gonna happen anymore. No one values your images anymore because you asked to be treated like a man. And as we all know, men have far less success selling themselves than women. So all of you in that industry, you just took a bit of an L. The next thing is fights. Physically fighting. You females are going to have to fight physically against men. Not only that, but you're going to be fighting amongst yourselves more often. You see, since we were little, they would teach females, you guys are supposed to be prim and preppy and pretty. You aren't supposed to fight. And so it's rare to find females fighting in the way that males fight. They would fight argumentatively or emotionally, have that type of warfare. But now, on top of that, you have physical fighting, physical altercations. If you're going to be treated as men are treated, then we're going to abolish the idea that women are supposed to be weaker and you shouldn't hit a woman. With that idea gone, now it's fair game. You can beat up a woman the same as you would beat up a man, and also a woman will be encouraged to physically handle their altercations. You're actually gonna have to garner skill. There's no more just being a placeholder, being a pretty face. You're gonna have to be good at what you do if you want to succeed. You can't just get by now being a woman, being someone that they want around. You have to actually have the skill necessary. Your personality no longer matters. It's just about how well you can execute. So if you're not skilled, if you don't have what it takes you might as well not even try. Overall, I did a terrible job of making my points. I mean, it's like early in the morning. I'm just now eating. That doesn't really matter. But I guess I'll just finish the video off by saying this. You know, woman, there's a consensus amongst you folk that somehow you have it worse than males. And it just really, and it truly makes no sense whatsoever. I don't know what pretend world people nowadays are living in. You got people pretending they're animals, people picking their fucking gender. But those of us who are in reality, we see it every day. We know for a fact that the world is catered towards women. Literally, if a male did half the things that females do, there would be a fucking huge public outcry. Like, for one, just being a bitch. A female can literally get away with being rude for no reason, and then as soon as a male does that, he's just gonna get his ass beat. It's so simple. You guys are not oppressed. Stop fucking pretending. It doesn't even make any sense. When you actually break it down, you'll see that you could argue that males are oppressed. We're literally like just fucking obligated to fucking serve females. It's retarded. Nature sucks. Society sucks. All of you suck. Peace out.